The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 56. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you. Hey, flipper. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears. Let's 50. Hey, protein spill. 2. Go. Move.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devin Funchess, 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson.
I got you, boy.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 26. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson.
I got you, boy.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready! Run 80! Here we go. Go orange.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
White 90. Black 15. 56. Don't get nervous.
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. On the sneak, Rivers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ty Johnson taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Double dog, that's the way. Back. Jim. Hey, flicker. Watch the shit. First. Alert 3.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Hey, can't. Where's the hot?
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
The Colts take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Okay. 380. Hey. 180. Got 4 down. Hey, Rocket. 5.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Rivers caught right side. Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. White. 85.
From the gun, Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4 down. Twelve. Red Delta!
Throwing again. Rivers. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans. 66 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready? Check nickel. Watch twist. Hey, steamer. Hey, yo.
Here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Joe Schobert charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Third and long for Cousins. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. Run out.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I got you, son. Kill. Do. Wide. Check. Crunch. What's that? Listen to me. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Undercrush. Yo. Switch.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let him know. Bingo. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. 36. Wide. Get wide.
Now it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Last stop.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 56. Zebra. Check curls. Mike's 56.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he connects with Ertz. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal.
Hey, Flipper. Watch out.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Todd Gurley taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
To throw, Rivers. Airing this one out, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Williams, running right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
180, 190. 56. Good track.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, ready.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, easy, easy.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to Williams, running right. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Get on.
Now Rivers, airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley, 91 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rivers. Evans has it left side.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Round 80.
Mike 58 right there. All day. All
Hey, Rocket.
Any day. Check three.
180. Hey, Charlie.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bring it. Check. Watch it.
Rhino.
Safety's creeping. Check 31.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Lucky 48.
No.
Wait on.
Check. Lucky.
Black.
Switch. Check.
Wait on.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as they have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get in the weight room.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go.
First down, Indianapolis.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 50, check 50.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Dolphins 28.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson. Oh, a nice spin. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got.
At the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, 79! 79! Mike, Delta!
Watch the slant.
Here's Rivers. He'll get that one complete to Connor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable
390,
getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Jahan, ready?
He's sick as the mic. Hey, me and you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Rush City.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Jahan, ready?
6, right there, 56. Ricky.
2.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
tight end.
gain of 3 brings up second down.
Pressure,
The
pressure,
42-yard
pressure.
line.
Watch the safety creep. What's that?
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
The hunt. 180.
Hey! Alert flare, alert flare.
What's that?
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Latavius Murray. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Latavius Murray, 40 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, flipper.
They try right side here. Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day.
This is Murray. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right there, 56. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 99. Hatchet. Under 10. 10. Check 52. Shift.
Where's the hot?
Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Hey, flipper. Where's that?
Gurley again here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. He's coming.
First.
We got double up.
Now Gurley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.